So I'm here at the NUTRIMAX clinic in Gravesend because so many of you have asked me about it. This is a medical advance that isn't as available in the UK, but here in Gravesend, Olena, who's from Ukraine, has brought it here, and I found out about it and I'm going to share it with you. So for your information, NUTRIMAX Health Clinic is in Gravesend. Okay, it's the other side of London and you can arrive here on the fast train really quickly. But there's something else. The science behind this allows Olena to use your DNA and connect to you remotely and carry out a scan. The scan, I want you to know, is more about information about what's happening in your body, right down to your DNA level. It will tell you a full and thorough, give you a full and thorough report on actually what's happening. And the craziest part that not any average man is going to understand unless you understand quantum physics and have a degree in master's, PhD, whatever level in the sciences, you will not understand it. So we are today going to conduct a live test for you to see my brother's fingernail. He lives in Lancashire, which is about 5 hours drive from here. That doesn't mean that this does not work across waters. You can have continent to continent anywhere in the world, and she can actually carry out a scan by you simply providing your DNA. DNA, nail, hair predominantly. They're the two uses that you can do. Can you imagine that you send your hair or your nail to Olena in this clinic and she can carry out a scan? So keep watching because I'm going to do the scan here live with you today. But before I do, let me tell you the setup. This is for people that want to come to the clinic. If you're local or you can reach Gravesend, then this is the clinic, this is the room, this is the bed, and then you would actually wear these. These go on your ears and they send out, and I could be corrected here, but electromagnetic pulses and signals to your organs, which will then signal back via energy readings, telling the system what is reporting a difference in energy. Yeah, so if there's any issues going on, the energy of your organs, let's say, of your blood, of your vitamins, of your cells, of your everything, hormones, of literally everything. We're going to show you the report, so keep watching because there will be a full report at the end of this. Now, this is when you're present. When you are not present, this is what happens, and I'm going to bring you in closer. So here we go. Olena is about to take the sample of nail that my brother gave, and she's going to put it inside this device.
DNA reader.
It's called a quantum
DNA reader.
Meta black box DNA reader, remote scanning and treatment with rife if you know you know, right? And then this is the machine that connects to this, and then it's going to do that. Right, so now Olena has the connections all made. She is about to carry out the scan. So there you have it. Olena is now carrying out a scan using a nail from head to toe, scanning all the vital organs in the body, the bone structure, density, the blood flow, the contents of your blood, down to absolute DNA level. She will be able to detect absolutely anything that is going on in the body, right down to DNA. This is so fascinating, amazing, but actually it's not, because this stuff goes on around the world in many countries who use alternative methods of scanning and finding problems in people's bodies. In the UK, it is considered an alternative, but in many countries, it's used for medical research and establishing sickness, illness in their patients. Can you see exactly what's going on here? We're in the stomach now. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the data and how this works, but what I want to prove to you is that my brother has been given a number of issues, lung related, cholesterol related, potentially even heart related, because that is a condition that's common in my father's family. Other issues, no doubt, I think we will probably find are related to his dental. Maybe mental will be in there. What else do I think with him? His health and fitness level is not great. He's actually 5 years younger than me. And I won't be surprised if his stomach's in a bit of a mess, because his eating habits are notorious. He does not concentrate on those. He's working towards improval, which is why I suggested a clear report indicating where the problems are will help him with prevention in the long term. So we're running a scan right now on the intestines, and if you look on the right hand side, there's a reading for 1 to 6, and if it's a black square, you've got issues. Like, that's the worst it could be. So this is nothing unusual, because the majority of you in the UK, you've got bacteria and parasites in your belly.
When we screen them, they've got yellow energy on them. You see, so basically they are quite active.
So if you look closely at this part of the report, it shows that he is gluten intolerant. So if he has issues with his stomach, he's going to be getting symptoms, and gluten is the issue. Yes, everyone in the UK has no doubt got some sort of gluten intolerance, simply because the way that he's now been processed. Right, look at this. No surprise, the black squares are on his heart, as I originally predicted. And what that's saying is that the circulation is really poor. And we know this because actually in our family, it's common. He said to me recently that when he's walking, his hands, they swell up because they're against gravity. And that's because the blood is finding it difficult to circulate, and it all stems from your heart. Right, here I'm going to show you an overview. So his heart, its section is showing green, so we're not too worried about that. Scrolling down, it goes through the arteries. You can see that some of the percentages on the right hand side are going down, and the detail of this report I'm not going to go into with you, because that's more a sit down discussion. What is interesting here is kidneys, and kidneys are a problem on my mother's side, and something that he's going to need to draw attention to, and again, is blood circulation related. So let's go down further and let's see what other issues. I'm going to scan past because we've got lots of greens here, lungs, which look good.
Lungs,
part of his lungs. Yeah, we're green though, aren't we?
Not that.
Oh, we're seeing green, some red, right?
Is, yeah.
Right, so forget, this is saying that the energies aren't too bad, but this is saying that if you have a deeper look, there's going to be some issues that need attention. So that area there, so you're looking on the right hand side for the percentage of energy, but also those bar graphs that you can see with the red. So we're looking for red. So I was right with the fact his lungs are going to have some sort of issue that we will go deeper into. Chakras, yes, they're your body's energies. From your heart to your abdomen, and green, green, green. So he's not doing too bad here. Plenty of greens there as well, so that also looks good. There's always stuff that can be discussed when you're having a full consultation, and keep going. It doesn't actually look too bad. The esophagus to the stomach, there seems to be some sort of activity that needs attention. His gastric glands, his wall of his duodenum, which is where your liver will travel, will pass bile down to your stomach. Appendix, interesting. So there's a little bit of we need to look at that as well. Now let's go on to the rest of the report.